Welcome to No Man's Sky Survival Mode. Now, in the last part, we got the blueprint for Warp Reactor Theta, and I was collecting the 1,000 emerald as the first part of building this. And what I did off camera, guys, because I knew how tedious it is, I went collected 1,000 gold, bought the 3 dynamic resonators, and installed it. You can see now we've now got a range of 2064.2 light years, and then you can see it all adds up. It's got 200, 400, 600, 1400. Obviously the initial distance must be quite high as well. So what we're going to do in this part is we're going to go looking for a B or O planetary system, so we can check that out, because these are the last planets that have been locked off to me for a very, very long time. I can't remember the last time I visited one of these planets. In fact, I think it might be right back before the Foundation update. I mean, that gives you an idea, guys. Right, let's see. I mean, I'm not worried about the length of the jump. What I'm interested in is finding a B or an O class planet. I think they're blue planets. What's that there? It's in there. Right, this might take a little while, so guys, so I'll see you once I've found a system that is suitable. So it's only got one planet on it. Well, here we are, guys. We found O7F, 3 planets, 2 moons. I think we give that a go. We've got a range of over 1,800 light years. So that should take us on our journey towards the centre of the galaxy. Here we are, first contact. We'll just throw out a scan to Miriam. Of course, we've got a new element to now, which is the cymatogen. As far as I know, it's got no real purpose in the game beyond. So I suspect we might go there, but the first thing we're going to need to do is call up the freighter. Just a slight pulse away. I need to change to the trusty steed. Apologies, guys, if this video goes up late. What's happened is that yesterday, when I was meant to be recording this video, I got a bit preoccupied with Waking Titan Phase 2, because I registered at the end of Phase 1 with the, I can't remember which website it was now, and I think along with a lot of other people, I got the email which involved answering a survey and then cutting out a paper wheel to decode a unique code that was sent to me. Oops, just got to remember I need to go to the space station. We're going to go to the space station first anyway. Right, so it's, oops, don't know why I did. So let's take off and go to the space station. Yeah, guys, so I decoded the wheel and I thought I would try and work out the codes on the page, and it became a bit of an obsession. And true, I needed a little bit of help in the end. Oh, great, we've got a distress signal. Yeah, they're there. Where's the space station? Let's go. Where's the space station? Yeah, in the end, I needed a little bit of help, so I went to Cobra TV. If you guys really want to know what was involved, the messages, the unlocking of the website Waking Titan, I recommend going to Cobra TV's channel. He's done a pretty good short video on it. It's only about 12 minutes long, on all the steps that were involved and going there. And I have to admit, initially I didn't really get involved with Waking Titan. I was a bit suspicious of it, But I'm hooked now, guys, so I'm in it for the ride. So we're just going to have to see... Get that. Yes. So we'll see that what takes it, and see if we can get an Atlas V4 pass. I mean, that could be fun. So let's get to the space station, guys. I'll see you once I'm on the space station. This is going to take a little while because of the space battle. Well, it's taken a long time, guys, but we've finally got here. I hate it with these space battles and things. They're okay if you want to fight them, but if you're just trying to get in and do a bit of exploration, they can be a real pain in the neck. Right, let's go this way. See who owns the space station. Oh, it looks like we're on a callback system with all the trading bits above the top. The first thing we're going to do is sell off the nip plants. Yeah. It's the 12 nip plants. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Corvax. And of course, is the Waking Titan release for Phase 2 unlocked quite a lot of interesting lore, actually. Data loss research unavailable, help immediately. Electrical errors in the bypass will certainly help here. So okay, let's make a bypass chip. I think we can afford to make a bypass chip. Up immediately. Now I'll give him a bypass chip. He'll be happy. The system unlocks. Electronic life form gives me something to aid me on my journey. Standing the callbacks has increased. We've got some nanite clusters, which is good because I'm going to be spending a lot more nanite clusters from now on. Because I was thinking about it, guys, and I think what I'm going to do now is start buying all the technologies. I've got all the technologies kind of essential technologies now, and great. And as I was about to say was that I want to start buying all the technologies. Okay, when we get to a space station with all the, I think most of the technologies I haven't got at the moment are related to weapon systems. So as they come up now, I'm going to buy those so that maybe we can install them on some ships and have some fun with them. I think that's going to be the idea, guys. Anyway, let's get onto the trusty steed. So we're going to drop a save. Get in. And just to show you guys, I've now got 22,524 nanites. And let's go visit a cistern. Really fancy that moon, but we'd have to fly across that space battle. Be a pain in the neck. You've got that was Corsigen, wasn't it? Yeah. This was the nearest one. You've got Temerium, and there's one over there. And I would really love some lush planet that I could settle on. Condensium, nickel, iridium. I mean, I could get past these things. I'd love to visit that moon and put down on that and see if the places are going to be infested with sentinels. I think we're going to go for the moon, guys. I mean, this part may consist of just touching down and checking out planets. We'll just see. So I think we'll start with the moon. See if it's bound to be still infested with sentinels. I don't think I've landed on any lush planets yet that isn't crawling with sentinels, which is a real pain in the neck, because I would really like to find a nice planet now with a bit of water, some trees, something that's a bit more kind of not so rough and ready, and then I'll be able to build a new base on it. The other alternative is that I actually push towards the centre of the galaxy, find the galactic hub now, and maybe build a base within that hub, just for the fun of it, just to check out the community around that area. I mean, that's going to be an objective over time, but of course at the moment, how this series goes, and of course the launch of my new permadeath series, which will start once there is an update, irrespective of what's in that update. Right. And this looks like a barren planet. Okay. I don't think I really want to waste time on this. Yeah, irrespective of the update, guys, I think I'm just gonna leave this. I don't really want to. Okay, we're just gonna go next door. I mean, I do want to have something worth investigating. I don't think just wandering around a barren planet. I used the barren planet to find the gold, and I basically harvest. What's that there? Something there. Okay, I think could be on a winner here, guys. I'm going to do the usual routine. I'm going to fly across the surface and find a base. Okay, guys, there's some blue stuff here, and I keep flying over these blue rings, and I think it's going to be well worth actually just putting down. Right, got high security on this planet. Great. It's just endangered sources like. Oh, so blue is cymatogen. Let's grab some of this. As far as I know, this has no real purpose at all to it. So we're just gonna mine some. Just out of curiosity, guys. Oh, bugger off. Where's your buddy? Okay, so we've got cymatogen. Right, I think that's enough. Let's have a quick look. Getting rid of that. This is it here. So I've got less than 250 and it's worth 32,000 units. Wow. Hardly worth the effort, to be honest. I think maybe get a little bit more. I think what I will do is I'll hang on to it just in case. I mean, 32,000's hardly worth kind of selling. This is obviously a very deep deposit. This goes as a good example of how the elements now go below the surface of the planet. I think that's enough, guys. Okay. And I can hear a sentinel hanging around. So I could here. Kind of check this planet out. What was it now? I didn't notice there. Empty, so acidic dust, high security, empty, non-existent. Okay. Might as well upload these. I mean, these are planets I was just been messing about on, guys. Or systems. Okay, let's. So I thought O, B and O planets were supposed to be have a lot more resources on and be a lot more interesting to visit, not be barren and... Okay guys, so those first 2 planets were a bust. Let's... what we got there? A moon there, that's Corsigen. That's Temerial. Got over there Cadensium. Okay, let's go visit the Temerium one. But here we are guys, we're going to go down on this one and have a look and see what's around. It's a pretty rocky planet. There's some iridium. Okay. Again, I'm just going to go and search for a base to put down on. I've got plenty of plutonium. Oh, no. No plutonium. Wow. Oh, this is going to be a bit... I should have stocked up on some plutonium before I left. Wow, this is a pretty rough old planet. This would be very, very interesting to drive across. Very slow though. All these mountains and that. Look at this. This is quite a rugged planet to live on. I mean, it's amazing there's any flat space for a base, let alone actually doing anything. So maybe B or maybe O class planets are just more extreme. Yeah. That perched out right up there. Gotta do it guys, I've gotta land. That's a habitable place here. Okay. Let's see. Threatening. Great. And I'm being attacked straight away. Thank you for that welcome. And okay, I've come to the conclusion that maybe O-class planets aren't as welcoming as I thought they'd be. Okay. I think okay, we've now got a hostile scan. Sentinel ships incoming. How come I've got sentinel ships on me? So, now being attacked by sentinel ships. Okay. Okay, let's... I think I'm going to get out of here, guys. I've had enough of this. Right, let's... freighter up. I'm going to need to replenish my plutonium. I think we're going to go and find... This is a no system. I think we're going to try and find a B system. I think I've got a bit more fuel for refueling. Yeah, not exactly the most friendliest of planets around here. I'm pretty sure if I don't have that much. I've got 1,000 plutonium up on the freighter. I think Junker the Second's got plutonium in it as well. So, right. O-class planets are not particularly welcoming. So one of these is a portent of the future, that not only will you be attacked on the ground, but you'll also be attacked in space. Okay, let's... yeah, I've got plutonium. Let's just transfer that to trusty steed first. Just to make sure the trusty steed has got the plutonium for me to be able to put down on planets. And 2, 3, 4. Let's get rid of that. Don't have much use for it. And of course, what we're going to have to do is build the thrusters. Hey, it's attacking me outside. Let's drop her. It's attacking me. Hey. I don't even find them. Am I fighting sentinels? Are you attacking my freighter? Where are you? What the heck is going on? Oh crap. I think I'm getting out of here, guys. I don't know what the heck's going on. Right. Okay. It's going to be a bit of a risk in Traveller 1 because I don't really have the weapon systems for this, so I think we're going to have to go out here. Hopefully my freighter won't get destroyed. I think let's get out of this space battle. Okay. Absolutely no idea what's going on. So what we're going to do now is look for a B-class system. So I'll see you once I find one, guys. Right, guys, I can't find a B-class system. I know there exists, but I can't find one. That's an F. Back. So I think we're going to have another go at an O class again. Yep, I can't seem to find a B class system. Maybe that would be a project for the next part, guys. We're in the Fangforce Foon system. Okay. Hopefully this one might be a little bit more friendly. Okay, right next to the space station. But I don't have the nanites, so we're gonna have to fly away a little bit. I mean, I think I'm actually out of hyperdrive fuel now, actually. I've got one more jump left. We've got a little bit of fuel to play with. Okay, summon up the freighter again. Right, let's go and jump straight into Trusty Steed and see what we can do, guys. So the first thing we're going to do is head for the space station. Those are Sentinel ships. I'm going to be really annoyed. Oh no. Another space battle. Yes. System conflict. Right, here we go. What system is this? Could be another Corvax system. And got something to block off, if I remember correctly. Got a neutrino module. Oh, I didn't unpack the... Wow, it's not going to fill up that much space at the moment. Okay, interface with entity feed. Traveller of Atlas. Traveller absorb. Lights electronic. Electron fast. The lights of the electronic life forms fast constricting it beams and then moving image onto the inside of my visor. Complex equations detailing fascinating technology spin past in a blur. The speed of the entity's cognition, his understanding is clearly far beyond my own. The images of chemical formula, directional and microdensities. Okay, let's try energy diagram. Image pauses on a multi-tool technology blueprint. Well, got that anyway. Let's see if he's going to have any technologies that I'd be useful. As I said, I do want to start buying all the technologies that I encounter now, so that we've got all of them. And oh well, solves that problem. I think this is going to be a part of frustration, I think. Trusty steed. I don't think I need to drop a save. Oh, some tropium. Okay, nice. Transmission tower detected. I think we're going to go for the transmission tower, guys, because I've got half a thought to get a crash ship. So let's aim for the transmission tower. How am I? Top the fuel up. A little bit short on space inside the ship. That's going to be an issue. Then again, I'm not really needing to stock up on all my resources. I've got most of the core resources are available. Anyway guys, I'll see you once we're putting down on the transmission tower, and then we'll take it from there. There should be a landing point here somewhere. Yeah, we're on the landing point. Firestorms, blooming heck. Oh, we're actually on an extreme environmental planet. Great. Obviously, O-class planets just are extreme by nature. Okay, let's grab some creatures. Might as well claim the base. Extreme. Wow. I think I'm going to have to start visiting a few more planets just to see. That over there looks like some more of the, yeah, cymatogen. Grab that. Okay. Entrance to this base. Go around this way. There we are. That looks like the entrance. And of course there's nobody at home. So maximum. Okay. Among the warning lights and urgent communications chatter, I hear the wavelength cipher repeating itself from the transmission tower databanks. It's heavily encoded to prevent the pirates tracking the signal and stealing the cargo, but the technology around me, little intuition, I feel as if I could crack the code sequence. The question is, how should I respond to the beacon? This is double subtract 1. So this is 258, so it should be 257. Just signals, coordinates discovered. You never know, guys. Maybe this being an extreme planet might actually mark out 10 hours away. Oh, come on, be real, guys. 10 hours to crash ship. Is that actually even on this planet? That's a long way away. Okay, we're gonna have to go back up into space. We got the plutonium for it, so just nearly crashed into. Oh, that says that an hour away by ship, so. Well, at least it'd be on the illuminated side of the planet. Right, let's go up into space, please. So we'll be able to see what we're doing. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's right on the top of that. Okay. Right. Looks like a shuttle. Okay. $18-slot shuttle. Not worth the effort, unfortunately. Oh well, never mind. Right, what I do want is these fuel. I'll grab these. I need to refuel my Traveller 1. Nice, might as well. Oh, already got you. Might as well grab you, get a bit of cash. So stock up. Oops, now my environmental shields are dropping, so keep an eye on that. Although I've got the capability to recharge them should I need. I'm alerted by banging and strange electrical buzzing from the cockpit. The scorch marks on the walls of the hold suggest a firefight took place here. The noise of robotic activity from the cockpit suggests the firefight isn't over. Search the cockpit. Probably get shot or something like a scorched sentinel attacks. How did I know that? I'm starting to go off of O-class planets. Electron vapor, that'd be useful. Okay. Right, I think that's all we got to get here. It's a lovely planet. Let's have a quick look, guys. Let's see. Yep, loads. Load that. I was going to do something and I've forgotten what I was going to do. Abundant Gen Firestorms. Oh yeah, I was going to check my journey. So if I hung around here long enough. Oops. Wow, that was going down quick. Okay guys, I think let's just get off. Great. I've lost all track of time as well. I've got no idea how long I've been recording this. I'm just curious. That's the one we've just been to. Okay, let's. I'm going to go and visit one more, guys, just to see if it's all consistently hostile, before I can find any planet here that is pleasant. If not, like we know that O-class systems are just, if you're really bored with life, especially if you're in permadeath mode. So let's kind of go check out this planet, and it'll be a quick check, guys, and that's when I'm going to wind this video up. Right guys, here we are, and I'm just kind of thinking that maybe all these planets are hostile because they've got that rare element on them which is worth nothing, and that makes them hostile. So here we are. Normally a Spodonian planet is a little bit rough, but normally you can live on it. Oops. Oh. Go down, go down. This one looks pretty rough in its own right. I don't think I'm going to waste too much time flying around. I'm just going to look for somewhere that might be interesting to land, that's actually reasonably flat. Another one of these characteristics of these planets seems to be that they're universally irregular, and I complained about my home planet as being okay. Guys, let's just mosey on down here. And the Sentinels are aggressive, so I suppose they're not as nasty. Let's try a scan. Right, let's see what the special reserve. There's probably going to be Spodonium. So this. So let's just go check that out. Let's make sure my no. So make sure my life support's okay. Yeah, make sure this mining beam up to scratch. Yeah, this looks like these are Spodonium. Well, I need a bit of Spodonium just to make a bit of cash, so might as well just grab them. Just two of them. Thought there'd be more. But actually, no creatures on here. That's a and it's got no life on it. I think O-class systems are not exactly going to be top of my visiting list, guys. I just can't see the point. They seem to be a bit. I mean, they're supposed to be. They'd be great for resources, but might as well grab the fat. Great. That's why is my inventory? Oh, I've got a nip nip. Where did that come from? Okay. Okay, I think this is. I think the name. I think the title of this series is going to be. I think the title of this video is going to be "Not So Welcoming." Okay, let's just put that there. Yeah, sorry this has been a bit of a bust, guys, but I was hoping that you know, these new unlocked planets would be a bit more friendly, and I'd find a base to settle down on. I mean, have you guys ever found a pleasant O-class system, or have I just struck out and, you know, just been unlucky with the, you know, the ones I found? Oops. Now I can't come off it, guys. I just want to get to my freighter. Yeah, I mean, for our O-class systems kind of universally hostile places. I think what I'll do for the next part, guys, is I will look for a B-class system and see if they're actually more friendly or something like that. So what I'm going to do now is going to go into the freighter and do a little bit of housekeeping. Maybe I'll go up and install and put that nip plant out and gather the next crop. And of course we can store that, what was it called, cymatogen, or whatever it's called. I think I'm going to store that in my vaults up in the top, in my freighter base. Brain shutting down. Okay, and let's just go up into the freighter base. Get up here. Captain's that way, so go this way. Let's go up. Right, well, we should have plenty of space in these vaults because I don't keep. This is the overflow storage more than anything else, and kind of non-essential stuff like this that I may want to use on an off chance. I mean, we've got a Corvax casing. I think I can store Corvax casings over here. Yep. Not that I'm using that much of them. Right, I've got a nip plant, which means I need Brigagen, but that's in the other side. No. Okay, let's grab some Brigagen. And we're gonna plant my next. Okay, rotation. And might as well, might as well. It's back. Put the pin back in. Don't really need it. 209 antrium. Probably a bit over the top of antrium now. So quick check. Yeah. Don't really need all that, so put the surplus in here as well. That gives me a backup supply should. And I put the spodonium in here as well. Don't need that. Right, let's harvest the nip plants. Always line up. Okay. Come on, you want to be harvested. I think we can get rid of that tropium. I think it's worth that much. It's the downside of nip plants compared to, like, if you farm Temerium and spodonium to make insulating gel, you can accumulate a large amount of the two spodonium and Temerium and then go somewhere and actually do it. With the downside of nip plants is you've got to have all the separate spaces for it, which is a bit of a pain in the neck. Okay guys, let's get back down. I mean, I'm not going to sell the nip plants, I'll do that off camera, guys. what I will do is Traveller 1 should be here. There you are. Traveller 1 needs to be refueled. Again, I'll do all the necessary for that off camera, guys. So that could go electron vapor. Actually, let's do it while I'm thinking about it. Right. Electron. Let's make the electron vapor. Then we'll do the next level up. Is we don't have enough antimatter. We don't have the iridium. Okay. Enough for the warp cell. So I need iridium. I think I've got iridium in this. I mean, this is the advantage of having these storage ships down here. There we are. You can see I've got the iridium, so I can pull that back. And as I say, this kind of gives you a quick way to do these mundane tasks rather than going up and looking for the vaults. Okay. Right, we've got the antimatter. We should be able to warp cells. And that gets this nice and recharged back up again. Right, so, and of course we've got some suspension fluid back in the trusty steed, which I will transfer to Traveller 1. But I think this is where I'm going to wind up, guys. Not exactly the part that I was planning on doing. I was planning on putting down on a planet and doing some nice pleasant exploration, looking for a new home base on a planet with a nice beachfront with lands. Instead we ended up in hostile territory. And again, I'm going to reiterate, guys, if you've actually ever found a no-class planet that didn't want to kill you on sight and attack you, I'd be happy to hear from you. And there, but in the next part, guys, I think we're going to visit a B-class system and check them out to see whether they're friendly, and then we're going to take it from there, guys. And of course, with Waking Titan Phase 2 started, if anything happens, I will also kind of bring you up to speed on that, on my progress, because I'm now part of it at last. And hopefully we'll find out what an Atlas V4 pass is going to be, because of course we're now pushing towards the end of July 2017 if you're watching this in the future. So the expectation for the new update is very, very high. And on that note, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.